it seems that Rhee isn't quite done with me, or games with Lucasarts for that matter, as his second request is quite an interesting one. Imagine playing Final Fantasy Tactics, and you go to attack an enemy, but instead of just hitting them, a swing meter appears on screen, like in a golf game, and if you hit it just right, you do a ton of damage. Well, take that thought, wrap it up in a Greek mythological setting, and you've got today's topic, Gladius. So let's just see how well this game is executed. Executed, because you know it, Greek. I'll stop now.
A prophecy of Nordog's mysterious witches, the Galder, held that the Lord of Darkness would return with the aid of a girl born beneath the full moon under the stars of the Bear.
In Gladius, there are two storylines. There's Ursula, daughter of the king of Nordic-themed Nordog, who wants to prove herself to her family that she is a strong fighter.
Sister, please, stop. You'll embarrass yourself.
Come on, Erlen. You aren't afraid, are you?
Of course not. But I don't know what you're trying to prove, little one.
Stop calling me that! Let me show you what I can do.
You have nothing to prove to me, Ursula.
I want to get out of here and see the world. Take me with you to the tournaments.
Father would never allow that. It's his decision.
Not anymore. He's putting you in charge of the school.
What? Really? Me?
Yes! He sent for an old friend from Imperia to be an advisor, but he's turning control over to you.
It must have been my stunning performance last week. I was unstoppable.
So now you have to help me get out of here.
But I couldn't possibly.
Yes, you can. It's your decision who goes to the games now.
And Valens, who hails from the Roman-influenced Imperia. Along with his childhood friend Ludo, Valens seeks to restore honor and glory to his father's gladiator school.
It's been 11 years, ever since my father died in the games. Munio took me in and treated me as a son. And you've always treated me like a brother.
My father was only repaying a valiant hero, the cornerstone of his school.
I'm sure he would have done the same for anyone who fought for him. My father wasn't anything special.
Don't say that.
It's the truth. Nobody dies in the games anymore. So there it is. It's time to begin.
Yes. This school is my father's greatest legacy. We must carry it on in his name.
If this school is going to be successful, it needs a strong warrior to guide it. Show me how much you want to be the leader.
Honestly, the only difference between the two characters is where you start off in the world and the difficulty, as Ursula's story is designed more for beginners. Otherwise, their stories are pretty much the same, with the characters even meeting up later in the game.
For the glory of the gods!
For the glory of Imperia!
Gladius is a tactic-based RPG where the goal is to build up your school of gladiators and travel across the land, winning tournaments to become the best school in the land. When you come to a city, you can manage your school, buy and sell gear, recruit new soldiers, and compete for trophies. To earn trophies, you participate in battles to earn marks that go towards obtaining the trophy. Choose your team of Russell Crowes and place them where you want on the map, then off into battle. The way the flow of combat goes is similar to rock, paper, scissors. You have light, medium, and heavy classes, with light working best against heavy, heavy against medium, and medium against light, with support and magic classes to round it out. The big difference between Gladius and other tactic RPGs is the aforementioned swing meter. When you attack, a meter appears on the bottom. You have to press the button prompts in the time allotted to determine the damage you'll give to your enemy. If you land in the yellow, you'll do standard damage. Red gives off critical damage, and blue is a miss or low damage. There are other meters for different attacks as well, like button combos and rapid button presses. Now, if you're not a fan of this type of attacking, you can turn off the swing meters, and all damage will be standard, but you won't be able to pull off any critical attacks, so it's better to just practice the meters instead.
Feel the power of Nordog Iron!
As you win battles, you'll earn gold and experience used to purchase gear, improve stats, and obtain new combos and magic attacks. With recruitment, you can either hire soldiers for a brief time or bring them on for a more permanent stay. You can also recruit special classes like Minotaurs and Yetis if you meet certain requirements.
What's really cool about Gladius is that, as far as I know, it's one of the few strategy RPGs that can be played up to 4 players co-op or competitively. I mean, imagine if Final Fantasy Tactics did that. That would have been amazing.
The Infinity God shall lead us!
Visually, Gladius looks pretty good with characters and environments that emulate the Roman Nordic folklore the game's adapted, from the stone pillars of Imperia to the more forested lands of Nordog. As for audio, being a Lucasarts game, it's top-notch. The music is epic and exhilarating, like a certain Ridley Scott film about gladiators. With voice acting, it's just as good with a fine supporting cast and our main characters, voiced by Michael Rosenbaum, better known as Lex Luthor from Smallville, and Linda Cardinelli, known for her role as Velma in the 2 live-action Scooby-Doo films as Valens and Ursa, respectively.
For yourselves here. It appears that we are further along than I thought. Munio has taught you both very well.
Thank you. That means a great deal to me.
But we still have much training to do if we're going to get this school back in the high tournaments.
Ah, yeah. Before I forget.
What is this?
A memento of your father's.
Feel the rush of the crowd's approval.
It's amazing, brother. Are they always like this?
I wish. It depends on the arena and our performance. Crowds across the lands cheer for different things.
So that's Gladius, and you know what? It's a pretty good strategy RPG, and I usually suck at those. Yeah, the story may be wafer thin, but the gameplay makes up for it, especially that swing meter mechanic. Plus, it's pretty cheap to pick up, making it more than collection worthy. So, thanks Rhee for requesting it. It was a pretty fun game. And with that, this is the Dolly Popka saying, if you want to play retro, try going green. I'll see you next time. Take that thought, wrap it up in a Greek mycolobe, wrap it up in a beer. Okay, here we go.